Hi everyone, Emily here from Emily's Excellent Epics, and today I have for you yesterday's video and today's video in Bookmas 2025. If you are new here, I've been counting down the top 24 books that I've read in 2025, and I didn't film yesterday. I'm a high school special education teacher, and yesterday was our last day of school. So when I got home, I was just like, freedom, and I'm not going to do anything. I binge read some in Christmas Tree Farm, and I just doom scrolled, and I watched cheesy Hallmark movies, and it was delightful. So now I need to film yesterday's and today's books. So the rules, if you're new here, I cannot repeat the same books in the same series. I can repeat authors. I've only did that once. You have yet to see the repeat though. And I cannot pick a book that I've read, like a reread. Words failed me there. So without further ado, today I'm going to be talking about book number 6 and book number 5. So I've been counting down backwards. So this is my number 6 best book of the year, and that is Wild Dark Shore by Catherine McConaughey. 5 stars. I would describe this as a climate, domestic, literary thriller. It was really hard to categorize and really hard to figure out what this book is. It is written very beautifully. If you're not a fan of purple prose, you might not like this book. I like purple prose if it's done well, if it's written well, and this was. There were twists and turns where I had all sorts of wild theories about things, and I just wasn't expecting this. But I need to back up and tell you what this book is about. So this is set off of a small island off of Antarctica, and this island is the world's largest seed vault that's set up in case there's an apocalypse. And we are in a world where there's some pretty significant climate change, where the sea levels are rising, and there was a seed vault here. Scientists were here. A lot of the scientists have had to leave off of this island. We do have a family that is still living here, and they're packing up all the different seeds to move off the island because the sea level is rising to such that the island is going to be no more soon. And as they're doing this, a shipwrecked, strange female washes ashore. And what is she doing there? She's got secrets. The family's got secrets. What's going on? We need to find out. And it was just beautifully written. I need to read more about this author, or read more from this author. And she's now an autobiography author. I want to read more from her. Then book number 5 is a historical fiction book. And I don't really read historical fiction, I think, because I used to read a lot and I got burnt out on World War II stories. Not that I think those stories aren't important to read. I do think they are. It just seemed that that's all that was being published, and I got to a point where I can't anymore. But this is a historical fiction book, and I read it and loved it, and that would be Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. Now, I read this like in the span of a weekend because I was working a wrestling match, and so I had 3 hours. There weren't a lot of people coming in. I was selling tickets. There weren't a lot of people coming in. So I had like 3 hours where I just could sit and read, and I just was captivated by the story. This is set in colonial times, pre-World War. Is it pre-World War II? Oh my gosh! I just said pre-World War II and colonial times in the same sentence. I'm a hot mess. This is set post-Revolutionary War, is what I was trying to say. Okay. So this is set shortly after 1789. So shortly after the Revolutionary War and our new government being set up, and America, the United States of America, the government being set up. And we follow a midwife. And one snowy day in May, there is a dead body found in the river. And why was this person killed? Who killed this person is a big mystery. as we also follow this midwife doing what she does and chronicling what she does in daily diary entries. Her husband is such a remarkable human being as well, just in how supportive he was of her and respectful he was. Their marriage was truly just beautiful to see, very progressive for its time. And just to see a woman have such a strong voice and powerful position in the community, where at that time that was not always the case, but midwives were and are important members of the community. Uh, but we're coming off of like 100 years, not too far from the Salem witchcraft trials, and so a female in a powerful position in a community is also can be somewhat she can be in a dangerous position, um, and we definitely see that. This book. There are trigger warnings. Please check out those trigger warnings. Yeah, another really beautiful part of this story is she has 5 or 6 children. I don't remember which. One of her children, when he was younger, had measles or smallpox. I can't remember which. He had some serious disease, childhood disease, and that affected his ability to speak, and he became mute. And just watching him and how he interacts with the community and with his family, and the hopes and dreams that he has that might not be fulfilled because of the fact that he cannot speak verbally, and the time that he lives in was, as a special education teacher, that was heartbreaking to read. Wishing that he had access to the technology that we have now, that would enable him to communicate effectively with others. Oh, yeah, this was really good. And also, I did listen to a podcast. I used to read it or listen to it. I don't listen to it that much anymore. What should I read next? And they had an interview with her on one of their episodes, and the midwife in this, what is her name? Martha Ballard. She is a real midwife, and Ariel Lawton was inspired by Martha Ballard's diary, and she said it was fascinating to read the diary, but it was also very hard to get much information about her because that's really all that she had, because history is, especially this time period in history, is not focused and written about women. It's written about men. So, she said that what proved to be a challenge for her, because she just really had just her diary and didn't have much more information about her. Do I recommend this book? Wholeheartedly, 5-star read. And she also is an author that I need to read more from. So many books, so little time. Let me see. Since this is Frozen River, set in Maine during the wintertime, this is set in Antarctica, or set on an island near Antarctica. Man, find me some snow or icicles or a snowman, anything cold. Use that as an emoji if you're not sure what to comment down below. But have you read any of those books? I know Ariel Lawton has other books that she's written. Have you read anything else by her? What do you recommend I pick up next? Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave a comment down below. All those things help the channel grow, and stay tuned as tomorrow I hit my number 4 book. Bye.